Thursday first.
Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Did everybody sign the clipboard?
I didn't see that.
Well, you're right there on the shelf there, if you would please. Okay, I guess, Sonia, we'll have your minutes of the last short meeting.
Okay, January 7th. The regular meeting of the Franklin Town Board was called to order at 6:05 by Supervisor Jeff Taggart. Present were Jeff Taggart, Garrett Sitz, David Grant, Donnie Smith, Dwight Bruno, Mark Lang, and Paul Warner. The minutes were read from December 3rd, 2019 meeting and the December 23rd, 2019 special meeting. David Grant made the motion to approve the minutes as read. Dwight Bruno seconded the motion. All present agreed. Dwight reported that the exercise equipment arrived at the Franklin Kellogg Community Center. They are also putting a water line to the pavilion and possibly electric. Mark had nothing to report for the month. Jeff reported that the only thing before the planning board was a possible boundary adjustment on Heathen Hill. Amanda Groff reported that the Rec Commission is sponsoring basketball at the Boys and Girls Club in Oneonta for grades 3 through 6. They have had a good turnout. They received the money from the Youth Bureau for summer workers. Their next meeting is in February. Delhi Telephone should be doing installation for the town on February 13th. They are still waiting on engineers for new building plans and looking for the septic for the building. Appointments for 2020 are Fiscal Officer Jeffrey Taggart, Deputy Fiscal Officer Paul Warner, Deputy Town Supervisor Garrett Sitz, Deputy Highway Superintendent Jamie Archibald, Deputy Clerk Teddy Story, Health Officer Greg Kajowski, Code Enforcement Officer Mark Jacobs, Town Attorney Cheryl Sacco, is that what you say it? Dog Control Officer Penny Constable, Court Clerk Kristen Beers, Planning Board Chairman Dan Schlafer, Town Historian Laura Foster Cave, Town Board Rep Planning for the Planning Board Jeffrey Taggart, Town Rep for the Rec Committee is Garrett Sitz and David Grant, Town Board Rep for the Kellogg Foundation is Dwight Bruno, the official bank is Wayne Bank, and the official newspaper is the Reporter. With nothing further to come before the board, Garrett Sitz made the motion to adjourn at 6:25 p.m. David Grant seconded the motion. All present agreed.
Any additions or corrections? I have a motion to approve the minutes.
make a motion.
Wait, first, second,
Second?
Dave second. All in favor?
Aye.
Carried. Thank you. Mark, have you got?
I don't have much tonight. There'll be that bill in there to pay off the excavator.
Oh,
If I can get that done, that'll free up some money and stuff. Just fighting mud,
yep,
you know,
yep.
warm, cold.
It frees up on Sunday, right? Or is it Monday? It's supposed to be in the 20s or something.
This weekend is supposed to be back down cold.
Yep.
So one bill in there is pretty high for Jamie's. One Mac there we had problems with, so cost us a lot of money. But we never, of course, we hear about it, and the state didn't even know about it, that there was a recall on rocker arms on them trucks.
Was that one of the state trucks we bought?
Yeah, what happened is the bolts were too hard, you know, they snap off, and then it screws everything out. You can't get them tight to the head, so it ruins the head. And then had a cam problem too because of it. So they put a new cam, new head, all the labor, like 10 grand. Anyways,
But good motor now, we hope, right?
yeah, we hope.
Is there a recall now? Of course, it's probably off any warranty, you know, from.
Right, because we're not the original.
Right, okay.
And even the state, I talked to one of the guys from the state, so, our kid there, kind of in charge of that, and so we never knew that.
Really?
Yeah, they called it down. The only one that seemed to know was Jamie up to Jamie's truck. Knew because he'd done a bunch of
Right,
it.
right.
Now, the truck we bought from Unadilla is just like them, is that gonna be an issue with them?
No,
No, it was newer.
the state trucks are newer. State trucks are
That's an
07s.
04 and these are 07s.
so
They have the
different.
same motors, I don't know.
That's what I was
So
asking.
supposedly not an issue.
What's yours, Paul?
Same, mine's an 03,
All three, it's got the
same motor.
We haven't had an issue with any of our max, right, knock on wood. Right.
We've had some issues with Jamie's 38, that's had some issues.
It's a 99. Put
One or two cams in that, one cam and set of heads, right?
We've done both, half of the heads, lifters, valves. Over time, pretty well and done.
Okay. So we paid off the excavator.
Yeah. should be.
No, that's everything.
Oh.
You need to pass that on.
So the deal is everything that we owe them. Although, anything that we had not paid in the past or didn't think, they wiped everything out and then we're just paying it off. 42 grand.
That's a 2013?
15, yeah.
15. So
Yeah, 2015. so
we've been paying payment in lieu of rent or whatever, so got it down so where we could,
Afford it.
buy it now, so it's ours.
So this will loosen up some money in the future. So
Right.
we weren't borrowing.
That $3,500 a month, over the last 3 years, it pinches, but, 42,000 for a 2015 excavator is just money well spent. It's gotta go through the big bills. Thank you. I've been thinking about that, where's that sitting and stuff, and get it behind us.
Number one.
Number one, say,
After everybody signs it. Make sure that everybody that signs needs to sign it first.
Dwight, have you got anything from the foundation?
Nothing, we'll have our next meeting, I believe, will be in April.
Okay, okay.
Mr. Sturl.
Planning, there was discussion on we had our meeting before our board meeting last month, so I already reported on it. We have it Thursday night as a planning board meeting, so nothing's changed on that. Rec committee, Amanda was here last month. I know the basketball program is going forward. We've got some new plans for we've met with Delaware Engineering on the new office building, and that's still up in the air where we're at. They're getting us a little more, getting us some figures on that. We met with Wayne Bank today, and they're very interested in helping us fund it. We talked about banding for a year to 18 months. It's a line of credit basically for that length of time, and then at the end of that be some, either a mortgage or just a bond that would be a monthly payment or a yearly payment on that to pay for the building. And that's where creeping forward, we gotta get going, so we get some, get some bids out so we can get it working. The property that we bought wasn't as great as we figured. The fountain, it was supposed to have a septic, which it does, but it's not a usable septic. The septic tank is 100 feet from the foundation, Jamie, and the leach field, it's so far away, it's crazy. And,
Full of mud.
oh, it is full of mud, the septic tank is full of mud? Okay.
Distribution boxes.
Oh, distribution, oh, yeah,
I forget what John said.
okay, just hasn't been used and just sediment got into it. we might be able to use the septic tank on a different site, so it's one less expense, but it's not as cherry as what we were hoping. And the well is dry too. So I'm not sure, you know, it's what it is.
That well, they can't come over the top of it and just punch it again.
They can, it depends on where, I mean, if we're gonna use the foundation, the well we don't want there, just to be honest with you. Cause it's right in the, right behind the building, it'd be right in the middle of the parking lot, so you'd waste a lot of already level space. If we go to another site, then you can probably just, you know, set up there and drill it deeper. And maybe it's cause it hasn't been used, it's, you know, silt is filled in the water veins, and that may be as much an issue as anything. But, so we're contemplating a 24 to 2,600 square foot building, one way or the other. And that's the footage that we're talking. Am I right on that?
Yeah, 42, 60, I think.
Yeah, somewhere between
Yeah.
24 and
Right.
25, 2,600 square foot building. So we're still going forward, it's still spinning our wheels, but I think it is getting closer.
Tentatively agreed on a blueprint.
Yeah, we did have blueprint, now we've got options of where to put it. Originally the engineers came through and said the house foundation isn't as viable as we thought. And they gave us one plan up on top of the hill, up at the, right up on top, because you wouldn't have a lot of excavating, it'd be fairly level, and you wouldn't. Another issue on this whole situation is the DEC would, if you open up too much ground, more than an acre of surface, you can get the stormwater runoff or something to that degree. And that can be a very expensive venture if we get into over the acre of disturbed land. And the other site they're looking into right now is right out back of the building here. It goes up a little bit, but if we can, you know, we wouldn't, you know, everything would be closer to this building. It may, you know, if it's a viable site, that might be, I gotta call in the Delhi Telephone Company about possibly using the access between the building and the cell tower. You know, I don't wanna step on their toes, they're, you know, we're working with them. I've got a phone call into them, no answer back on that, you know, so that would be your driveway wouldn't be a whole lot. And you could probably put limited parking and, you know, on the court and stuff, you could have some parking down here for overflow. But, that's all in the talk stage. Is there anything else the board wants to discuss before we open it up?
Jeff, if I can
Yes.
just kind of summarize with the phone system.
Yep. Dwight's been in charge of dealing with that telephone company when the changeover comes. So he's put some paperwork together for us, that's what we're talking about. Because we are gonna switch over to Delhi Telephone from Frontier, our internet and everything, you know, and phone service and such.
Yeah, so Delhi Tel will give us internet service as well as the TV service also, gratis, but we have to use their phone system. And basically what it'll be is we have 3 voice lines into the village and 2 voice lines here down at the garage. And there will also be an announcement system, so when people call in, they'll dial, it'll probably be a 230 exchange, 607 area code, and then they'll give us a number. And that will come to a general announcement system, press 1 for the town garage, 2 for the clerk, or 3 for the assessor, whatever. And then it'll be directed to those specific offices. And if somebody's not there, then they can leave a message. I don't know if there'll be a forwarding option, there may be, but that's basically how the system is set up. Let's see, what else? We also will set up a router system, and that'll all go in next Thursday, the 13th of February. So we'll be out of service for about, as far as phones go, for about 2 hours or thereabouts. And that's about it. So it looks like a pretty good system, and it'll be saving us a considerable amount of money and hopefully be a little more reliable, shall we say, than we've had in the
'Cause
past.
right now, we're paying about $700 a month to Frontier for a phone service. And then, you know, I think we get internet free.
No.
No, we don't, okay.
Yeah, we paid for
No,
it.
but that's what
We pay
our,
for internet
Front-
here, and
Right.
Spectrum gives us internet
Okay.
up there for free.
because our phone bill at Frontier is $700 a month. And it should be reduced to $250, $300, so.
Right, it'll be about 100, total will be about roughly $250 a month. So we'll save a considerable amount of money, and we'll have a lot better service.
Also a lot better service.
That's a good thing.
That's one advantage of having that building out there.
Yeah.
Yep. Any questions for Dwight?
That's it on the phone.
Okay, and that's coming on. Okay, is there anything else come before the board before we open it up? Okay, we'll open it up to questions. Not everybody at once.
I had a question.
Yes, Mike?
The roundabout, the circle, do we have any numbers on how it reduced the traffic accidents and all that? So-
0 accidents.
0 accidents.
Fire department has not been to that corner.
None that you were toned out to.
That's right.
There was a lot of little, when
We
they
used
first
to be
opened
toned
it.
out quite a bit, and now we are not.
I mean, I'm impressed how it works. I mean, I thought it was gonna be a nightmare, but it's a good change.
The only issue is people that don't know how to use a roundabout, but they eventually will learn.
That's right. Yeah, yeah, it's been a, really, I think, a great change. You know, it's, you know, I wasn't sold on it, that's for sure, but. Okay, okay, Mike, is that all you have? Okay, yep.
Last month you talked about the lawsuit being settled, so I assume that has moved forward. But one thing that I was not quite sure I understand, and maybe you can't explain it, but I thought that Love and Hope was a not-for-profit, and are they taxed, are real estate taxed? I mean, why, it just dawned on me, for Love and Hope, and,
No,
okay.
I mean, it hasn't been settled. We
We agreed.
We agreed in December to a letter that was presented to us. But they've come back with some, I don't know if it's different paperwork or just more language to it that we're not totally at ease with, or, yeah, we're I don't know. Do we want to discuss this, Jim? Or should we discuss it, because it isn't settled.
Okay,
I mean, what,
I just wondered.
we signed the paper that was given to us, and then they sent us back paper that had like another page and a half of
Amendment.
amendments to it, or writing to it. It might have been just descriptions, but we're not at ease to, we didn't accept the second one they presented to us.
But just so we're clear, they do not pay taxes.
Right.
They do not pay school taxes, they do not pay town taxes, they do not pay county taxes, they do not pay special district, which in this case would be fire.
They were not profit.
You would think they should still be fired.
The house, or just the building, or both?
Right, this would be the office building and the
Cash.
Cat house.
cat house.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, we thought it was all behind us, but you know, when they throw another page and a half of language in it, we're gonna discuss it tonight in executive session. Just so you know whether,
I just wondered if it's a done deal.
we were hoping. Okay, anybody else? I guess we can entertain a motion to go into executive session to discuss the legal
I make the
issues.
motion.
I'll
And I thank everybody for coming. Ronan, you just,
I'm just here.
just here, okay. So it's, okay, well, we have a motion, we have a second, all in favor? Great, okay, well, we thank you very much. Another record.
I know.
God.
No, last month was the record.
Yes,
Well,
it
this
was,
is-
it was 5 minutes early.
Yeah, but we didn't start, we started 10 minutes late.
That's very true.
So we might have just set another record here, that was close.
I'll let you know.
Next month is Treadwell.
Yeah, next month is Treadwell.
Treadwell.
Treadwell at 6.
Still 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.